that's what makes me excited. That is, he's a person who never existed, somebody new who does things that I've never written about before, um, lives in a world that I have not inhabited, um, and I get to meet him. I get to find out who he is and uh, what he's up to, and what Uh, one of the things that you want to do, and when you're writing books for essentially thrillers and mysteries, is to spend your time on particular kinds of characters. Like, um, one of the great writers that doesn't get enough credit, particularly since she died, was Grace Paley, who wrote all these really incredibly great short stories and things during the 50s and 60s primarily. But before she died, she wrote a book called Just As I Thought. And it was it's sort of full of advice and autobiography and politics and all kinds of things. And one of the things that she says is, um, if you feel that you're ready to write about a character, um, and you know everything about them and you know just what's going on, don't do it, because your prose is going to be dead. And what you want to do is think about that character who, if see what they're doing, you want to grab them by the lapels and shake them and say, like, what makes you like that? What do you think you're doing? You know, why are you like this? And in this case, you get this person who behaves really very admirably most of the time, so on. But he's also perfectly capable of doing violent things. Let's put it that way. He's a young lawyer in Los Angeles, and one of the things that has happened to him is that when he was growing up, his father died. His father was kind of an overachiever who brought on the inevitable heart attack and died young. And his mother, after a few years, remarried. And the man that she remarried was a con man. He was a person who made his money by, forming relationships with women over periods of time, and uh, essentially um, draining their trust funds and inheritances and so on. And he did that to Charlie's mother. And Charlie's response as a young kid, really, he was still a teenager when he realized that that was what was happening, uh, uh, revealed the truth to his mother, and also went after this guy. And at a certain point, there's an induced traffic accident in which he runs this guy off a road in the wilds of Nevada, and the the this is one of those things that's conveniently forgotten in a way, but uh, that's back in his past somewhere. And so, when we meet him and he's interviewing a new client, the new client happens to be a woman who is in a situation which is kind of similar, a little bit of an echo of what happened to his mother 17 years earlier. And so, he's sort of drawn to uh, trying to figure out what's happening to her. And he does.